Previously on the rolls we made.
What I would like to let's do some street magic. I want to go do some street magic for some money from the kids.
You want to do street magic?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird because real magic exists.
Yeah, this is way more like quaint.
Some kind of being grants warlocks their power. Her being that's granting her power is a pony that can talk.
Yes. I have the one token friend because I don't like anybody.
No, but did you give your friend a name?
I'm gonna name him Fizzle.
You know, just playing around on the old loot, and then my cat bursts into flames.
Your mom sees it and it's like, we're going to get you lessons. Who was your tutor?
He was all, I'd say like a deadhead,
No.
a fantasy deadhead.
Doan made a few of these. They record clips and videos and things.
Yeah, I want to take it
Can I-
and let's look at it.
Doan is also erupted in that purple-black flame. The only thing that the pin doesn't actually show, other than the proof that you guys didn't do anything, is that it does not show Gil in any way. Okay, so for this, so hi everybody, welcome to Patch Day.
Yeah.
It's Patch Day.
Yeah.
For those of you who are interested in the continuing adventures of Wren, Emma, sorry, I get that so confused.
I am Wren, though.
Wren,
And I am Emma.
Rema.
Rema,
There you go. Ooh,
S-
that new
Dan Yalt, and Hemlock Browns.
I like Gemlock.
I like
Gemlock would have
Solel.
been cool.
I'm gonna go Solel, if you don't mind.
We reject all of your nicknames.
Thank you.
you. I
No,
like
but this week there's going to be some story stuff,
Okay,
and just
that
so we're
sounded like
just so we're
awesome.
clear, for today's episode, we're not really playing 5th edition D&D. We're playing a pretty much a little Calvin Ball version of Powered by the Apocalypse.
Are we
because
supposed to know what Calvin Ball is a reference to?
What?
Calvin and Hobbes, where you just make up a game on the spot. And this is just because like everyone. So here's why this is happening is because I don't have your character sheets ready yet.
You fuckface.
I don't have a printer, and I did all my printing at work. And for those of you who don't know, there's a Backstreet Boys reunion tour happening all around the world right now, and everyone's worried about it. So I can't go into to print stuff.
Are
So
there still tickets?
well, that's the thing. A lot of people have tickets and don't know it.
Really?
Yeah.
When do we find out?
Yeah.
To 5 to 14 days after you encounter them,
Oh.
you'll find out they scalped you tickets secretly. I totally lifted that from an episode of Game Grumps, and I don't feel bad. Last time on the rolls we made, you guys we kind of concluded really quickly with you all sort of seeing the scene of Doan's demise as it was encased in the little brooch pin that Gil owned.
Yeah.
And the last thing we see is just like the mystical video
Yeah.
footage of you guys definitely not doing it.
Yeah.
But also no footage of who actually did it. And I asked you guys to think about this. What do you tell Sheriff Klein?
Okay.
Do you tell him that Gil did it, or do you tell him that you don't know who did it? And this is one of those things like
it changes the world. Okay.
This is a big choice.
Okay.
This is a big old choice.
I feel like we're going to need Gil later.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is I feel like also he probably wasn't 1,000% like aware of what's happening because he seems like he was at least a friend of Doan's at some point.
Can we confirm that he was possessed or something, not in control of what was going? I mean, he was, right? Because he woke up and he was like, whoa,
My party.
what happened, man?
Later, before you go and tell Sheriff Klein, the three of you, I will guess, will be walking home from school, and you see Naylor and you see Gil, and they're walking up to you. And Naylor still is sporting her short hair because she
It's a good look.
you fucked her up real good, and
Me?
she's on the no, you guys, all
I'm
three of you.
also one who freaking flame. I
Remember
was the
that
one-
she had the
I
power
don't
of
know if you
God at her
remember this. I
disposal.
got the shit beat out of me at that part. Like, I better be going into second arch with fucking scars. I want.
Yeah,
scars.
you are.
We're gonna deal with that.
I probably like no. I think I did bad.
So they're definitely not intimidating anymore because of how badly you fucked them up at
Can
the
I
party.
just say for the record that I'm not walking with these two?
Sure, you're probably walking.
Red.
You're probably walking ahead as you are wont to do.
Yes.
But Genuine is walking with him like, God, it's great to have friends, huh? Man, it's so nice to talk to people as you walk home.
Every couple minutes, I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
And all we
Shut the fuck up.
all we see is her yelling "shut the fuck up" to nothing because
We're
we
all
can't.
like, I'm glad we decided to walk back here.
Yeah, I'm
Just
glad.
like it was our
We're just like, let her keep going ahead. It's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
They are not wearing their red attire. And as a matter of fact, it's been a few days since the party. You have not seen anyone doing that anymore, actually.
Because do kids at school know what happened? That we were
So-
just like fighting?
So on that subject, some of them do. A lot of the story is now passing through like it's getting into that goss stage
Oh, nice.
where
Someone's brewing the tea.
Dance season's coming up.
and a lot of the things are like not everyone knew who you guys are.
They do now.
So, no, well, they don't. All they know
Hell yeah, Jonesy.
All they know is that this fight broke out between the toughest of the Reds, which is Naylor, and these three like rando party catalysts
Rando?
dressed in glitter.
Party catalog.
Oh, they think that we're just the party catalyst.
Yeah, they just think that you're three random people who worked for Clo.
No, they don't know we're fellows.
DJ Clobar because he breaks his party open.
Hell yeah.
And as far as they're concerned, like, okay, so you're telling me that like the tough gang got the shit beat out of them by three people whose job it is to pass out drinks and
The
dance.
party started.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the party starters.
Which we did. If you go back, we,
Start that party.
we did.
We started good.
We also ended the fuck out of it.
You really did.
I'm
It
just
was
glad
pretty rough.
I finally had one of those
Pretty wild.
moments where I could cut off a DJ.
Oh, it's true.
Like, hey, Mr.
hey,
DJ, turn the record off.
Off. Like actually.
I don't need that record anymore. I'm trying to have a pleasant conversation with my baby.
How do you know that much of a Madonna song?
He knows that much of every
Yes,
song.
like
I know the hooks.
random pieces of information just come
I'm a
flying
music.
around.
They call me the music catfish because I know the hooks, baby.
Oh my god! Can we go?
Can you edit yourself out of this episode?
We walk faster
As a
down
matter
the
of fact, that's making it in. The Naylor and Gil are just they seem to be having a very like quiet conversation, but then they see the three of you, and Gil waves you over.
No.
So listen, I know you guys got me dead to rights, according to
Oh,
Naylor
you
here.
gonna be dead to rights?
And I just want to say,
Yeah, play my song.
are you gonna play us that song?
Oh, I'm just getting ready.
Are you gonna, in
Warming
case
up
stuff
the
pops
fingers.
off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull out my
This
harmonica
is
slowly.
as a warning. It's
Exactly.
like when a gunslinger puts his hand. That's
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Pull out that
Okay.
loot.
Get
Oh,
ready.
shit.
In real life, Emma picked up her loot.
Yeah, yeah.
Our $11 child's loot from Amazon.
was very menacing.
He goes, I was informed what's been going down by the last couple weeks when I had my I guess we'll call it a passenger. I think that's a good term that we can agree on. I had a passenger.
Sure.
But I will say that whatever was in me, like it didn't come from nowhere, and
You don't fucking say.
I don't know. And also,
I didn't know you was smart.
man, Salt's mean to me, the dungeon master. And Gil goes on to say, I wasn't 100% in control, but I was enough in control that I did want to go after Doan. That is true.
Why?
Yeah.
We had a big falling out a few years back. We used to be good buds, chilling and such. But you guys obviously saw the dorm where we were staying, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty nasty.
Well, a few years back, a lot of the rules changed about who could stay in the official dorms of Springwellow and who couldn't, and who could actually go to the school and who couldn't. And
Oh
unfortunately,
yeah, I had a hand in that.
Did you?
a lot of the a lot of the kids who couldn't afford to go anymore didn't have anywhere to go at all.
They could have gone home.
Well, it's funny you say that because they had no home. There was nowhere for them to go.
That sounds like a personal problem. I don't see what's the issue.
You're really mean.
A hero of sorts in the story, right? Just,
No, I'm not,
just
goddammit.
FYI.
I am not supposed to be anything except me.
I don't. My sense is that like Salt is like that kind of rich naive, where she's like, "Well, why don't they just eat the cakes they're serving Springfield?"
Right?
Like that's the vibe I get from
It's
Salt.
pretty
all the
obvious
time.
to me.
How much is a banana? Like $20?
Shut up, you asshole.
Well, I just remember this because I'm thinking back to like the nice dinner party where you were like, when did your servant make this? And Ellen's like, I made this. What are you talking about? Like, how crazy rich are you?
Cute.
Make a
I got a 4.
okay.
Me too.
Roll both.
Roll both.
Oh.
Roll both.
I got an 11.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I got a 6.
Okay. So it's fine. Wren would know this most likely because your parents work what is effectively for the local government
Yeah.
because they work for the DMV. Spring Willow is on the border of, as I said, it's the Spider Stretch Woods. There's this big, large forest there, but north of that is another country called Celestia. And the Celestian monarchy is they like to crusade a lot.
You know.
You just know this because, like, I mean, when you were younger, I'm probably guessing your parents probably took you to like memorials or battle sites because they remember it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when we go to the missions. And
Yeah, kind of. But they would do so on your
They
day
made these
off.
bricks out of Adobe. The program?
So Spring Willow being right on the border when Celestia, their most recent like attack happened maybe before you were really sentient. So maybe you were like 3, and Spring Willow had the shit like kicked out of it like pretty badly, and a lot of people died, and they left a lot of kids behind.
Oh.
War babies.
Yeah,
Salt.
and so
You dumb.
and so that's basically like just local history that you would just know,
just
kind
know.
of. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is sort of my narrative, which is sort of my narrative way of doing exposition casually.
Well,
'cause I don't
now I
wanna
know I'm a
unveil it.
history buff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nerd.
So Gail's like, they changed some of the rules so those kids couldn't just go to Spring Willow anymore, and so rather than kick us onto the street, they just said that dorm was ours, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And
The back of this 7-Eleven is yours.
All yours.
I went to Doan to ask for any help. I know he has connections with with all the alms for the poor, the church and such, and he tried his best, but I think I took a lot out on him for him not being able to get us any help or anything. So
So it was your fault.
So you're an asshole.
yeah, so here's the thing, that's true, and that's what I'm telling you. You don't really have to rub it in. What I'm trying to say here is, like, if you guys, you got to do what you got to do. You have the pin. I reasonably cannot stop you from doing whatever you want with it, but
You could try.
I'm not gonna. Naylor's holding like the 2 swords she has. It's like, yeah, he's definitely not. I didn't know what he was trying to do, and once I found out, yeah, we had words. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You guys know where I am. If you have to tell the sheriff where I am, I'm not. I got.
Not gonna
Will you be
run.
here at the picnic
You're gonna
table?
be
Is
at the
that where you're
bench?
gonna be?
Yeah, I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna crack open. I got some tacos from the truck, and I'm gonna just sit down and enjoy
Crack
it
open a
real
taco?
good. Yeah,
That's
oh,
how you
so
eat it.
good.
You take it, break it open.
Okay, now I know we're doing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons stuff, but can I just say, why is it that tacos are designed to be eaten with your head vertical, where literally every other food is designed for your head to be like left to right?
Yeah. Is it easier to
That's
swallow?
true.
It's like I
I
feel like
never thought about that.
Our mouths are taco
Gil.
shaped though. When you look at it sideways.
And here's the other thing too. Like if you turn a taco sideways, everything just sort of like falls out of it.
Unless you get a good grip. You just got to seal the.
So
This
you-
is how,
true.
maybe we should be eating it like.
I
this,
think you're
clamped.
right. I think we're supposed to be eating
Gotta
it from the
clamp it.
open mouth
Oh
side.
no, you're supposed to
And
rubber
clench
band
it
it tight.
shut.
Yeah, that's
before
true.
you eat it.
Roll it in newspaper and then eat it.
You get some Scotch tape. You close
You
it off.
well, what you gotta do with the taco is you gotta kind of you get it and then you kind of roll it and you lick the edges and seal
Oh,
it up
yeah,
like
yeah.
like a Lucy.
Right, and then
Like,
you pass it around.
See.
I love it when he talks about weed when he has never smoked weed in his entire life, which at this point in like our mid-30s is pretty amazing.
You're never gonna try it, right?
Nah.
Might as well not.
I'm already going for the high score.
High score.
Hey,
The low score. Am I right? Okay. So
guy
that's
Baxter.
Gil. That's Gil sort of explaining what's up. So are you going to tell Klein that he did it or not?
yes.
I've already decided for myself I wouldn't want to.
I decided to that I don't want to.
Oh, you better fucking believe I'm gonna tell him.
Okay.
But we still have the evidence that just shows we didn't do it.
Yeah. And it's technically speaking 2-1.
Y'all want to fight me?
Well, you got to think about it in terms of like, I can't create a world where two decisions happen simultaneously
Why?
just because it's a lot of work.
Oh man.
So I'm sorry, but your group has chosen to not turn in Gil.
I'm gonna go down the road and sulk. I'll be down there if you need me.
Oh, wait, okay. You're walking away and the Genuine goes, no, wait, come back.
Fuck you.
Very
Willy Wonka.
Wonka-esque.
She just got wonked.
Oh.
Just got Wonka.
Yeah, we've.
Jump cut.
Sorry.
You guys are in Lewin's office. It's the three of you, and also Sheriff Klein is there and 2 deputies. They have now watched the footage. He asked, like, we can't see from this perspective who did this, and you've told them we don't know.
I go stand in the corner, facing the corner, and protest.
like in Blair Witch.
Yes,
She
like
does-
Blair Witch in the corner.
just like she does that.
They're all we know.
Everything that Danielle does is entirely in character.
Uh-huh.
so-
No, I get it. Yeah. So you're telling me that this is Klein talking. I don't remember his voice, but it's probably this. So you're telling me that the three of you were attacked by something that you could clearly see, but you just don't know.
I mean, we got knocked TF out.
Yeah.
So you can't expect us to remember.
There was quite a bit of crazy happening that night.
Did you watch? Did you see those dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the
I
dogs.
just want everyone to know that
Those
the
were
dogs.
fierce. Those were fierce dogs.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
The dogs. So Klein gets up and he picks up the pen and he goes, great. And he haphazardly tosses the pin, which Lewin kind of catches quickly. And Lewin's like, well, what does this mean, Klein? And Klein goes, I guess the three of you didn't do anything wrong then.
Could you say it a bit nicer? We're also still teenagers.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you in the corner. What did you say?
I'm pretty sure the three of you are hiding something.
Your dick.
And I'm going to...
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
You got to think through your burns.
No.
And in fact, Lewin says that like you really got to think. If you want to jam out, you got to think about what you're going to play first.
Your dick.
That's rule number 1.
Wait, so Lewin's there too? Okay.
Yeah, we're not just doing jazz.
Your dick too.
Okay, well. Klein goes, I know you three are hiding something, and I'm going to find out what it is. And then he gets up.
I blow my
He
kiss.
walks out of the room, and if this was Fallout 4, in the corner it said Sheriff Klein would remember this.
Oh,
Oh, very
Sheriff
nice.
Klein can straight up suck my dick.
Yeah, seriously,
it's
then
pretty
mine.
cool. You guys have chosen not to turn in Gil, which will affect things later. So I'm gonna let you guys choose what happens next. We can either go through your character advancements, or I can get you guys some magic items.
we can't do both.
You're gonna do both.
Oh, cool.
Let's just do the advancements first.
Okay.
Yes.
So who wants to do theirs first?
Let's just go counterclockwise.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you want to know the layout of the room,
Okay.
Yeah.
counterclockwise.
Now
Yeah.
you know.
So
I'm like, wait a sec. I always feel like this is a quiz. Plus
Wren,
the speech. I
you
remember.
get home,
yeah.
and what do you do as soon as you get home?
I take off my backpack and my loot, set it down.
Okay.
Big
Now,
stretch.
when you set your stuff down, you see by the door of your house is your parents' shoes. They take off their shoes in the house because they were not raised in a barn.
Yeah.
And
My parents are so great.
also there is a very large pair of leather foot wraps that look worn out
Oh.
and kind of psychedelic.
I know who this fuck is. I know who's
And-
here.
Is it Buddha?
And once you see that,
I run excitedly into the kitchen.
yeah,
'cause I
you run
know-
excitedly into the kitchen, and are your parents speaking to your bardic teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
the old deadhead.
Good
He's
Lord.
a big dwarf guy with a huge beard
Hell yeah.
and these big old like Elton John glasses that are pink.
No.
Yeah.
And like and his name is Dwen Songhart. You've always just called him Waterfall.
All right.
He only goes by Waterfall.
Waterfall.
Wren! And he goes up to you, and he's only goes up to like your waist, but he gives you like a big old bear hug.
That's
Okay.
adorable.
Your parents are like, "Oh, hey, honey, good to see you back." Yeah, dear. Here's the thing. After your little incident with the dogs,
Dog. I know. Did I tell you about that?
mm-hmm,
Okay.
a lot, dear. We decided that maybe it would be smart if you beefed up the old strings. You know what I'm saying? So
Beefed up the old
Them
string.
strings.
I don't know. I don't.
Throw it down.
We don't.
Sharpen the old digits.
We don't play music. And Waterfall's like, I know you don't, but it's cool because I do, and so does Wren here. Oh man.
You guys just riff for a minute.
Yeah. We start
So-
now.
Yeah, your moms and your pops told me that maybe you needed a little beefing up in the old string department. In other words, learn some more bard stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I'm around. I took some time out for my spirit journey to drop by, of which I've been traveling quite a while.
Yeah.
Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to lay down for 45 minutes.
One song.
During that time, I want you to go out into the backyard and maybe, bring do you got like a sword or something?
Oh yeah, I have this rapier right here.
Okay, yeah, bring that.
Okay.
And that should be good. So then Waterfall,
I love it.
true to his word, lies down like
For 45.
on the kitchen table
Yes.
for like 45 minutes, like to a T.
Good job.
And it's really awkward because your dad is trying to
Eat.
he's trying to cook around sleeping Waterfall.
But he's so nice, he doesn't even say it.
No, he's very polite.
Yeah.
And your
I
mom is
seriously
just like
thought when you said lay down, I thought you meant like
on the ground.
no, I
Oh,
thought you meant like
placing-
lay.
Oh, lay
Oh,
it.
Lay down a
dang,
sick track.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not what Waterfall's up to tonight. You go into the backyard. There's like a little open space in the backyard for you to, if you wanted to, exercise or practice and stuff because your parents just have like a backyard.
Yeah.
I imagine there's whatever the fantasy equivalent of a hot tub would be back there
Always.
as well.
Like a hot spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
A little hot spring.
I like a
Yeah,
little hot spring.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you're back there, and out comes Waterfall,
Yeah.
and he says, "Where am I? What?
Hey.
I woke up on that table. Hi, Wren.
Hey. How was your nap?
It was transcendent,
Really?
as most naps are
Oh yeah.
when you're on mushrooms. Okay,
Wait, what?
let's do this." On the side of your house is like a little footpath, like if you need to bring something from the front to the back. Waterfall walks over there and he pulls back this wagon, and it's about his size. Like it's a pretty big wagon, but he lifts it pretty. He's a big burly dwarf.
Yeah,
man.
he's a little
so
stocky.
he can pull it.
Yeah.
He's stout even by dwarf standards.
He's
Like,
got
he's
big forearms.
He's a big boy.
If you know what I mean.
He brings it over and he says, "Now here's the thing, Wren. From what I understand, you've been getting a little rough and tumble, say, more than the typical
Song.
song would allow."
But I was only just trying to make people laugh.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
No, I'm right
And it
there with
wasn't
you.
working.
No, my dude, I get it. Here's the thing. And he reaches in to his cart and he pulls out
A gun.
You got to use this.
close. He pulls out a scimitar.
Ooh.
a kind of a worn-looking blade.
Okay.
You know,
I'm
like-
all
He tosses it at you, and I want you to roll your d6s and tell me what you got.
9.
You catch it in your left hand, and it feels really awkward. Like, it sounds odd, but like you've never really thought to hold a weapon in your left hand,
Yeah.
because that's the hand you play. Like, you're normally on the frets with that hand, so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
feels like dexterous, but not as dexterous as it could be. So when you catch this, it kind of feels awkward. And then he reaches down and he pulls out 2 more scimitars, and these ones look like rusted and a little bit old.
Oh.
And he walks over to you and he goes, all right, Wren, here's what I want you to do. I want you to try and hit me with either the rapier or the scimitar.
Either or.
Either or.
All right.
So I want you to roll your dice and see if you can hit waterfall.
5.
Perfect. No, that's what I wanted to have happen.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So
I'm all
you move in to strike waterfall
Just kind of
with your rapier, because that's what you're used to.
That's what I'm strongest with, yeah.
And when you go in, he parries you straight down. And you've been putting so much weight behind it that you pretty much just flip over on your back.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he just flips you. And this is also very shocking because you've never, just being a bard, like, you know, Waterfall taught you some stuff. Sometimes the dude at the club doesn't want to pay you for your stuff. You gotta regulate.
you got
Regulators mount up.
Know your worth.
And he basically is.
such good positive influence.
I know. Fuck you.
So he taught you just like, because he's been a musician, like he's traveled around a bit, so he's taught you some stuff. But you've never seen him move this quickly before, and you've certainly never seen him like fuck you up this badly.
Yeah.
And so you're on the ground for a second, and he's like, "Try again."
Okay.
So you get up
get up.
and try
Touch my
again.
Shoulders off. All right. 11.
Oh damn.
Oh, perfect. So we'll
Make a wish.
so you go in again to try to strike.
Wha-
This time, you use the rapier, and then you also use the scimitar.
Ooh,
And you
yeah.
miss. You don't hit him, and it still feels really awkward. And that happens for a couple of seconds. Not a couple of seconds, like a couple tries. You don't ever get fucked up as badly, but you
That's
just
the
don't hit
first
him.
time.
And then you had this like nagging feeling the swords are in the wrong hand. You don't know why you think that, and you switch hands, and it suddenly feels much more comfortable.
Ooh.
I've always known this was my scimitar hand.
Yes.
And
I like how I'm doing it with my
yeah,
hands.
it's fun, right? And so you go in and you try to strike him again, and this time you lead with the scimitar, and
Flash.
he blocks it,
He's dead.
but he's not ready for the rapier because it's much more awkward to block that.
Yeah.
And you're able to get him like in the arm.
Do I like? I don't actually.
No.
stab him,
Skewer
right?
it.
We've got like a.
He's
cork
a
hit.
tough boy. Like,
Yeah.
so you hit him, it doesn't like hurt him, but he's like, whoa, nice.
right.
It's like
That
a
was a good
musician
one.
has calluses on his fingers. He's got calluses all over his
He's just
body.
a callus. He's a walking callus
Now look,
in the best way.
Still a walking callus in the back.
you got the magic in you. By the magic, I mean the song in your heart.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need a song in these bad boys.
Yeah. Catch these hands.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can. I mean, like, there's no sweeter music than that sweet chin music.
I
You
just
know what I'm
wanna ring
saying?
someone's bell. You know what I mean?
I don't know how many more music fighting metaphors I could
That's
think
all we
of.
can do.
More cow.
And so for the next week, you and
practicing my sword
Waterfall
play.
just practice every day after school.
Do we have fun too?
You have fun. It's really great.
Seems like such a
every
fun
night's like a
dude.
Yeah.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Which is what's really weird is like your dad is not barbecuing, but whatever he gives Waterfall takes out and sets on fire
Yeah.
and then cooks other food on that.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Does he? And then I gotta go. Be careful, because that's how I caught my cat on fire.
he's like, don't even worry. I figured this one out. Watch. And he pulls out his lute, which is a flying V lute, as we established, and he plays it with his teeth.
Yes.
And the fire bursts up, and then somewhere you hear your cat yell in pain and run.
Waterfall, I want to be just like you.
Yep. But now, Wren, you have chosen your college, which is the College of Swords.
Sword College.
Sword College.
Sword
So
you.
you told me that you're going to be doing dual wielding.
Yep.
2-weapon fighting. So you fight with you have a second weapon. And the way that second weapon works is it has to be a light weapon, like a scimitar or a rapier or a dagger. And every time you attack, you can attack with your offhand weapon as normal, as if you were just rolling 2 attacks.
Okay.
You don't get to take what's called a bonus action on your turn.
Awesome.
You also gain proficiency with medium armor. And your weapons now act as a spellcasting focus. So for the purposes of a bard spell, your swords are an instrument.
Cool.
So no
Clank,
more,
clank,
can I
clank.
still just
You still have your loot.
Oh, good.
But if you
Woo,
don't have
phew.
your loot, as long as you have a sword,
It
you can
acts
cast
the
spells.
same. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I air guitar off my sword.
Pretty much,
That'd
yeah.
be sick.
So now you're a much more fighty character.
Oh, good.
In addition to that, Waterfall teaches you some trick moves, which are called blade flourishes.
Yeah.
At the end of an attack, you give up one of your bardic inspiration dice,
Okay.
and you can choose to either do extra damage to a target that you're trying to attack, and then also you add that amount to your AC for your next turn. That's a defensive flourish. You do a slashing flourish, which is where you roll your bardic inspiration, you do extra damage to your target and also to another target
Hell
nearby.
yeah.
AoEs. I'm all about AoEs.
And then you have mobile flourish, which you do extra damage, and then you can push that target that you just hit 5 feet away. Plus,
Social distancing.
plus whatever you rolled. So like you hit somebody and they move 5 feet, and if you roll the 6, they're gonna go 11 feet. You basically just
oh,
send
wow.
them flying.
Nice.
Nice.
And that's what Waterfall teaches you for like a week or two as you
He's
guys
such
are
a good
training.
teacher.
So yeah, so next week you'll have your character sheet with College of Swords stuff on.
Nice.
Awesome.
You guys are graded so well.
Let's quit school and just
Salt.
Yeah.
Salt.
Yes.
You are next. So you picked Pact of the Tome.
I fucking did.
Okay, here's this scene. So your best friend in school is Fizzle. We didn't get too much of Fizzle.
very little fizzle.
Fizzle's been real quiet.
Fizzle is more of an accessory.
I don't really know too much about
so
Fizzle.
I don't have to sit by myself, but I don't really talk to
Yeah,
him.
did I even write any notes on Fizzle? Oh my god, I did not.
There
Well,
are no
we're gonna
notes
write
on
those
Fizzle.
now. Salt's friend. Okay.
She gets like a second familiar.
Well, I'm gonna go into how this is gonna work. So, you invite Fizzle over to hang out with you because
Why?
I think it's because you haven't seen them in a while, and you either want to be nice or you feel like you have to water that plant in order to get its fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you invite
Shut up.
Fizzle over to your absurdly opulent home.
Yes.
What do you guys do when you get there? What's on the docket for you've invited Fizzle over?
Right. So
The most awkward time for fizzle ever.
I imagine there's a part where you guys are eating like what are those things like the crackers that you dip in the cheese?
Dunkaroos?
You
Oh,
haven't-
no. Whoops.
Candy.
Those are
Oh, I know what
cheese?
you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they're like it's like a little stick. You spread the
Yeah.
cheese on it.
Yeah,
Handy
imagine there's a
snack?
part.
It's
Handy
something
snack.
like that.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
having some handy snacks, but across from each other in this enormous dining room with an incredibly long table, and you guys are just at opposite ends eating your handy snacks.
Well, I mean, but first when we walk through the doors, I just drop all my shit and I like run upstairs and I forget that Fizzle's there.
And then Fizzle's like, "Cool, I got all this.
So like 20
I got all
minutes
this."
later.
And then a few seconds later, Fizzle comes in with your bags and stuff and sets them down.
That's not your job.
What?
That's not your job.
Yes, madam. Yes, I am the one who handles the book bags.
Hand a snack. Bring us some snacks.
God damn it. Handy snack. Puts the book bags in the book bag wing of the house and goes to the kitchen and picks you up some handy snacks, comes back and gives them to you.
I feel like Fizzle's like that person who comes over and is so afraid to like use your bathroom.
Yeah,
and is
yeah.
like
They, like,
afraid
just
to ask for
Hold
water.
their pee for like 5 hours.
What do you and Fizzle do while you're eating your handy snacks?
Well, so I I tell Fizzle all about these motherfuckers and how I was trying to turn
You
in.
dish that goss?
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh
If
my
I've been
God.
wrong.
All right.
I have been
Fizzle
wrong.
will remember this.
Fizzle remembers this.
Break me off a piece of that goss. What do you say about Wren?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, what do you say about Wren? I gotta know.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say the thing first, and then I'm gonna explain it.
This is what I wanted.
This is what I want. Just that hot gas.
Dish that goss.
So one of them name is like chicken or something, like a bird. I don't know, something like that. And she's, oh, God, she's just fucking playing this guitar all the fucking time, like it's so great that she has a skill.
Who does she think she is?
She thinks she's a big shit.
Yeah, she does sounds like she thinks she's big shit. I imagine Fizzle's like painting your nails while this is happening.
Yeah, it's like that weird like
He's just
tone.
trying to be as polite as possible.
I bet,
He really likes being over here.
I bet she's a big shit. Yeah.
But she's just oh so
Now, what you know? I hate people who just like show off for no reason.
God, right.
It's the fucking worst.
But the reason I say that is because I'm wildly jealous of her.
I
And
mean, I know.
like
and
just so mad.
It was the meatloaf, right? My mom's meatloaf.
It was the meatloaf. I mean, you're like cool. You like play an instrument and people like you. Like what the fuck? Who is this?
yeah, who is she?
I've been playing jazz saxophone for 18 years and no one
Nobody
likes
gives
me.
a shit. Toot.
I would imagine that actually at that part, Salt pulls out like a jazz saxophone,
Does a little
starts
careless
playing
whisper.
it, and then well, but poorly, and Fizzle's like, yeah, that sounds so. It's like a dulcet harp.
Does it hurt?
Where you're not the sound's not coming from the sax, it's just
And then-
you're making the
Just my
noises.
mouth.
And then Bookbag walks in and is like, "Master, you may need these," and hands him some cotton to put in his ears. So, what's the hot goss with Hemlock? I gotta know that as well.
Okay. So and then there's this other one, tree of some kind.
Bird and tree, they really get along. I
They
bet.
just fucking love each other. They just get along like
Yeah.
pebbles. What do people? I don't understand what.
Salt is like an incredibly rich space alien. Like,
Gonna say. Get along like
You know, you ever heard that when you just get along like
that. Sounds like something my grandma would say from the South.
They get along like pebbles.
Yeah. Kissing cousins get along like pebbles.
So yeah, they just so buddy, like they just think they're great. They're always hanging out and talking and just having fun, being all buddy.
what? And they're not talking.
Meanwhile,
And they're
not
not
talking to me.
They're not talking to
I'm
you.
in the same
We're
room.
walking 6 feet ahead of us.
Wow,
sorry, I'm not here.
unbelievable.
Here.
Unbelievable. They wouldn't want to talk to you, Salt. I can't. I
know.
can't. I can't even.
No,
I can't. I don't want to even.
I tried to tell them about my book I was writing, my screenplay, and they
I want you to know. I want you to know the moment you say screenplay, Fizzle's eyes light the fuck up.
oh no.
No, Fizzle, don't.
Screenplay.
Yeah, Fizzle.
Don't
You want to
do
hear about it?
Right. Don't take the
Go
bait.
and do it.
It's about these two assholes
Oh.
who think they're so great, and this one really great person, and they just ignore
Wait,
that person.
I feel like you're-
Yeah. Really great person.
Right,
I got
right,
it. Perfect.
right.
Are you the
Yeah.
Tommy Wiseau of this universe?
Oh my god! And there's this one, the tree, who's like a homeless tree.
Cutting deep.
Wow.
The homeless tree.
And he just, I don't fucking, he's just like around and like nice. And it's,
What's he up to?
yeah, I don't
Like, what
trust
is he
him.
planning?
I don't trust him.
What
I
is he
think
planning?
He's coming for me.
What? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he's trying. He
Yeah,
he is trying to
He's
destroy
trying to
you.
get in here.
He is trying
Yeah.
to take you down.
I know.
Oh my! I cannot believe that. This is unbelievable.
This season of Big Brother is bonkers.
So you're having fun dishing the goss and getting your nails painted by Fizzle.
Fucking sassy little Fizzle.
I love
fucking egging him.
Yeah.
You on.
I bet. What's he planning?
I know. What's he up to?
And while that's happening, Genuine, who has been actually like not around today, he finally shows up again, and he's sitting on your desk, and he very uncharacteristically goes like, he holds up his finger to his he holds up his talon to his horse-like face,
To his horse.
as is to indicate don't say anything.
Right.
And he goes, tell Fizzle you need to step out for a second. Trust me, he'll buy it.
Fizzle, I need to step out for a minute.
And the moment you say that, Fizzle goes, okay. And then just freezes. Doesn't move at all.
Just becomes
Does it-
like a
Almost like you cast something on it.
right. Like
Just doesn't move at all.
okay,
And then
well.
Genuine says, come with me. And he pops down and he walks through the door.
does a little like frog
then-
dance with a cane.
And before you have a chance to decide, he pops his head back through the door and he goes, trust me, this is going to be awesome. And he goes again.
I don't trust you, but this better be fucking awesome. I swear to God, you have been nothing but a pain in my ass. What you think you're doing, messing with me, being a
Genuine
jerk.
pops his head back in and he's like, you can't dish the goss to me. So you follow Genuine out, and I don't know if you try to like talk to him or ask him where you're going, but he doesn't respond to you. And as you're following him, you recognize that where you're going. You're walking out of your house, you walk through your backyard, and you walk into the Spider Stretch Woods.
Oh yeah,
And you end up back at the clearing with the tree.
yeah. My friends are here. The ghosts.
Forgot about
So
my ghost friend.
Ghost friends are here.
See, that should be your screenplay.
when you get to this clearing, Genuine is sitting on a tree stump that's also in this clearing. So I've had a little conversation with our mutual acquaintance, and
The devil.
roll your dice. And at
Please let it be.
Is it the devil?
Let it be the devil.
Beelzebub appears.
6.
That's the devilish.
okay,
number.
6, and because your mind was 2, so it's 8. So what you know about your mutual acquaintance. So I don't know, we didn't establish this too much, but I basically it's like your powers come from Genuine. Genuine's powers come from somewhere else.
Right.
And the being that gives Genuine powers to give you, he just calls our mutual acquaintance. And you don't know much about this being other than for some reason it wants you to have powers.
Doesn't everybody?
Really cool of you. And in order to accomplish that, well, it asked me to bring you something. And Genuine reaches down and picks up a leather-bound book, and he tosses it at you.
It hits me right in the face.
Well, it would, but when he tosses it, it gets stuck in midair and is just kind of levitating.
Thank Christ. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I want you to know I really fucked up my roll trying to hit you with this book, so that's how it goes. And so in front of you is what in the game terms is called the Grimoire of Shadows, but it's a book that basically your patron wants you to have. What do you want to do with that?
I want to read this baby. I mean,
Okay.
at least just open it up.
Okay. Make a roll.
Okie dokie.
Make a
Make
roll.
a roll.
Make a roll.
8.
Okay, so that's a 10.
Wait.
Um,
Is that? I don't know what the dot means.
that's the thing is, like, a 6-sided dice can't go up to 9, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay,
9.
I almost made that mistake. I had to like stare at it for like 10 seconds straight. I'm like, I know that this is right.
what is it trying to prove to me?
What does it want to say?
The moment you touch the book, you just feel stronger. Man,
Knowledge is power.
yeah, you know,
sure
I
is.
think the real magic can be found down at your local library.
You
okay?
are
I think
so
we're all
right.
correct in that. No, as you pick up this book, you feel like you know how it feels when you cast your spells, like you're infused with this eldritch power, and touching this book, you're just like, holy shit, there's a lot in here.
This is my first heroine.
But when you flip through the book, what's one of the cantrips you picked?
Mage hand.
Okay. So as you're flipping through the book, it's written in a language that you don't know, and also like you're not even sure where to begin trying to understand it. Like the character, like the letters, if they are letters, are not familiar to you. But you can kind of tell that what you're looking at is a diary of some sort. And as you're flipping through it, you start like you start to pick up like, oh, that I think I know what that means. I think I know what this phrase means. Oh, in the top left on a lot of these pages, I'm guessing it's a date, which is why it's so standard. And then you get to an entry that is very like, you can sort of pick out the grammar from it and what it's trying to say. And it's basically like whoever wrote this was basically writing that they needed to get something. And according to the words in the book, they forced it to lift and come to them.
Hell yeah.
And when you have that thought in your mind, a mage hand appears in front of you, this spectral hand just appears in front of you.
Like double
And-
words.
And it's the moment that you're able to understand that phrase, you figured out like, oh wow, I can do that spell now.
Cool.
There's a couple other entries that you're able to figure out right now. I don't know what they are because they're your cantrips, but we'll save that for later. 'Cause I don't want to have to vamp more of the entries. So for those of you who are listening to in 5e World, Salt now has the Grimoire of Shadows, which is a magic book that contains spells,
Yeah.
granting you access to 3 cantrips from any class.
Yeah.
You cannot lose your Book of Shadows for any reason. These cantrips also don't count against the number of cantrips you know. These are just 3 extra like spells you can cast for free whenever you want.
Sweet.
Which are absurdly powerful regardless. And also like there's lore stuff in there, but whatever. So yeah, that's your scene. You are now a Pact of the Tome warlock.
I'm now all powerful.
Now Hemlock,
Tree.
I want you to know I'm very proud of what I thought of.
I thought I gave you a good.
You did, and I remixed it slightly.
Okay.
So Hemlock, you chose the path of the Arcane Trickster.
Yeah.
Arcane Tricksters are rogues that can do magic.
Yeah.
Aha.
Which I already was, first of all.
So here's how this goes down. You are at the farmer's market,
As I usually am.
and you've been doing your little street magic.
Gotta get some ducats.
Trying to get the cash. Trying to get that
Love how
money.
you do street magic.
I know. It's so
In a
great.
world where magic is real.
Yeah, he's
Someone's
just
still
pulling
doing
which-
three card months.
Which 4 different people walk up to you and you do like, what's a trick that you would want to do?
find the ball under the cup.
Yeah.
I would do the find the ball under the cup is more like I'm trying to steal their money. I would do something that's like
That's what I have
like
to
card tricks. I think would be good.
Okay.
And also,
I could totally see you doing little card tricks.
yeah, little
Yeah.
card tricks.
Is
and
this your
things that-
card? That kind of
Right.
thing?
Things
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kids like, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
like a coin behind the ear, and
Aw.
Now it's 1 ball. Now it's 2 balls.
Yeah,
now it's
and-
3 balls. Now it's 1 again.
and like it would be making an object disappear and then having it like pop up, and I'm like doing a little bit of sleight of hand.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, like an actual like a hedge wizard is watching what you're doing. and is like,
What? A hedge wizard?
yeah, it's basically like this like kind of scrappy looking like this wizard's a traveler.
Oh,
Like a
okay.
Gandalf.
Kind of, yeah. Well, no, more like a
More like
a
a-
truck driver of a wizard. Like this dude just adventures. He's on the road rowing.
Waterfall.
He sees you doing your spells and he's like, that's really what you got? Those are your magics?
I'm a rogue.
I could tell.
Yeah. And then so you do a trick in front of a kid. What's a trick you do in front of the kid?
in front of the kids.
Because he's just watching you.
Okay, I got to think of a magic trick. I've never seen magic done live myself.
Oh,
I would ask like a kid for something in their pocket, you know,
Okay.
or I would ask them like, "Hey, what's your favorite color?" And they'd be like, "I like the color blue," and I'd be okay.
all right. Let's do that. Let's do that.
okay.
So there's a little girl in the front row
Okay.
watching your little show, and so you ask her what color, and she says, "My favorite color is blue." So what do you do?
Well, oh God, I'm trying to make it not real magic. I'm trying to make it fakey. I said, okay, your favorite color is blue. I was like, okay, well, what's your favorite type of flower? And then,
Carnation.
okay. And I was just like, well, it just so happens that it looks like someone planted something on your back. And then I go behind her and I like tap her back and I pull out some blue carnations.
And all
the
the
rest
kids
of
go,
life.
ooh.
Yeah, which are
And then
my-
this hedge wizard points to the ground. And this brilliant tapestry of flowers just rises out of the ground instantly
What a fucking diva.
and starts rising and giving off this very pleasant, like perfume-like scent. And then all the kids are like, wow. And they're all happy and they're like, that was really cool, mister. And then the hedge wizard goes, yeah, he didn't do that.
Dude, you're totally ruining my bit here.
Yeah. Maybe stay in your lane, huh? And then he turns
a
around
heckler.
and just walks away.
Whoa.
Fuck. That's like Bowie coming to a busker and being like, fuck you.
So it's the end of that day.
I've had a rough fucking
Hang on. This is cool.
Yeah.
You're packing up all your stuff. Do you immediately leave the farmer's market when you're done, or do you look around?
No, I feel like because I'm there a lot, like I like to socialize. Like
Okay.
I know the other vendors who were there. I like to talk to people.
Okay, cool. You go into there's like an exhibition hall.
Okay.
And that's
county
where
fair.
a lot of the like the local artisans go and show off their stuff.
Mhm.
And like there's metallurgists and there's people who are making like watches and people who make like really nice dishware, like that kind of stuff.
People who make those like little ornate dragon statues out
Yeah.
of glass.
And one of the people there is Chloe.
Oh, hey.
Providing the music.
He's providing the music.
He's providing the music, yes, but he also has a little booth where he sells
Homemade beeswax candles.
yeah. Well, he's an apothecary. Like that was his shop.
He's a
So,
beekeeper too.
yeah.
On the side.
He's got this stuff that he's selling, like magic potions, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Hemlock, what's up, my dude?
Hey, Chloe, I haven't seen you here before.
Oh yeah, it's a new gig. I've been trying to make up for all the equipment that got destroyed when that house burned down. That you guys didn't. You know what?
We did.
Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. You know, bad stuff happens, but you know what I say? Go with the Chloe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's water under the
damn
flow. That doesn't make sense. I'm
That
sorry,
doesn't
Chloe.
make too much sense. It's not 1,000,000%.
Water up a Chloe's back?
Yeah, the water just beads off Chloe's back. As the Chloe flies, as they say. I don't actually know what that expression means.
It just means a direct line.
Well,
Cool.
you have your livelihood. You don't have that. You have your health, Chloe. So
Well,
that's great.
it's funny you say I have my livelihood because here's the thing. You know where the money is? You know where the money is?
Chloe, if I knew where the money
Hemlock,
was,
you know where the money is?
I wouldn't be talking to you right now if I knew where the money was.
Right. Good point. Me neither.
Neither of us would be here at the farmer's market in the observation
That's
hall.
correct.
Well, Chloe, humor me.
So here's the thing. Everyone can take a little beeswax and some skin mushrooms and a little bit of deep root and whip up a potion that makes your skin turn to stone. Anyone can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what they can't do? They cannot fix up magical equipment.
Oh.
That's right. And I'm not talking that basic, this is an axe that glows in the dark. No. I'm talking that real cool Arcanist stuff. Like my console that was destroyed
Oh, that one. Yeah.
over it. Check this out.
He's squeezing a stress ball super hard right now.
It bursts and then spiders come out. No. He leads you over to this very tall box with a cloth over it. Now listen, I don't know if you believe in fortune telling.
I make fake flowers appear behind children. Of course, I believe in fortune telling.
My man, check this shit out. He
Oh, is this
grabs,
My man.
he grabs the cloth, pulls it down, and there in front of you is a giant glass case
God damn
with a
it.
slot in front of it.
God damn it.
And inside is an animatronic figure of a Gensai, which is a part genie person.
Mm-hmm.
And it says in the top, Viol the Spirit Caster. Check it out.
This thing is horrifying.
No, but no. This thing is powered by the actual heart of a genie, I'm told.
Okay.
Ooh.
Was that on the instruction pamphlet when you bought this off of Fantasy eBay?
Kind of.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I've been working on this thing. I'm thinking this thing can either tell real fortunes or it can tell fake fortunes.
Which to the layman are the exact same thing.
That's right.
It's genius.
Genius.
So you
Is that what you did?
you-
I
okay.
didn't say it that way.
that was pretty solid. So you kind of like Chloe kind of walks you through how this device works. Watch this. He puts the coin in and he goes, Viol, am I going to be rich and famous someday?
No, that's a bad question to ask.
And Viol, its eyes light up, and there's a little bit of crackly like electricity in the glass case. And it actually would be a little scary if you didn't know that like it can't pass through glass. But it's Viol in a very horrible fake voice says, "The path to the future is lined with many roads. Or is it?" Then a card pops out. and Chloe picks it up and he looks at it and he's like, "Check it out. It gave me my lucky numbers."
What are they?
Well, they're all zeros. This is the first card. You think I should have randomized those?
Maybe just a little bit, but honestly, it might hurt if the lottery hits and it's all zeros. There's going to be a lot of winners that day.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God, I got to get to the lottery office right now. Here, watch the shop for a second.
Oh,
and then
shit.
Chloe runs.
Oh, God.
So you're just here with Viol,
I wish I wasn't.
the spirit caster. Looking at it, you can tell like this box is very old.
Hell yeah, it is.
And
Wait, what?
And one of the things that's unique about it, like the wooden part of the case, like the bottom part where I guess the mechanism,
The
would
base
be,
or whatever?
Yeah, it looks like someone carved notches in it. Lots of them.
Okay.
You can't even count them. There's like thousands.
Just like a notch. Like,
Yeah, almost like a tally mark, but like
Okay.
into the grain of the wood, and like the corners of the all over the place.
tiny mouse. Gotcha.
Yeah, the only part that it actually you can tell that you thought it was a pattern on the wood for a 2nd. The only part that lets you know, like it might have said Viol the Spirit Caster at the bottom as well. The only way you know that is because it's like etched in the glass.
Gotcha.
What do you want to do?
I mean, I'm doing that thing kind of like Tom Hanks in Big, where I'm just like, I'm not really gonna get big, but I pop out a gold coin and I just kind of like, pat the box on the side. I'm just like, what fortune you got for me today, Viol? And I pop the coin in. I want to see what it says.
When you pop the coin in, it doesn't do anything right away.
God damn it!
Hang on.
Money, my money.
It stops for a second. You almost think that it's not working right, and then it kind of like shudders and shakes a bit,
You broke it.
and then it says,
My money was too good.
it says, "Many gifts are not gifts." And wait, and then smoke comes out of it,
Oh fuck!
like it broke.
Whoops.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
What do you want to do?
I mean, it's not like on fire. It's just smoke.
Oh, a little bit.
Okay, I look around. Is there some sort of magical extinguisher of some sort?
Make a roll. Make a body roll. Let's see if you can put out the fire and Behold the Spirit Caster.
8 plus 2 is 10.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. So, in a panic, you're running around Chloe's booth looking for anything that you can use to put out the fire that is quickly starting inside of Viol the
Oh
Spirit.
god! Oh god! He's on fire. He's so hot.
You find a bucket of water.
Ooh, that old
You move
box.
over and you splash it onto Viol, the spirit caster. It starts to shudder and shake even more, and the lightning inside goes bananas.
Oh God, it's allergic to water. I knew
It goes, yeah, it's a machine. It's allergic to water. Much like a computer or a cell phone. That's why they don't turn on anymore. They're very allergic. The only cure is rice. You cover it with water. It shocks and electrocutes, and then the fire kind of dies down, and the lightning dies down. And the light shut off on it,
Okay.
and then
Good night, sweet prince.
the lights in the eyes start going crazy and getting much brighter than they're supposed to be. And one turns orange and one turns blue. And then the animatronic hand on it hits against the glass
Oh,
hard
gosh.
enough to crack it.
Oh
Oh
fuck.
shit! Run!
Yeah. I take a step back.
Yeah. And then it stops and it's just stuck in place now. And a fortune card pops out.
You tried to kill me.
I know it's gonna be like fuck you. I gingerly and cautiously take the card while keeping eye contact with the animatronic monstrosity.
Okay. Lillard's Games and Vittles taught you well.
Hell yeah.
You pick up the card.
Your lottery numbers are 000.
On the card is a symbol that looks like a sphere with a cube in it.
Ah, sphere cube. I knew it.
My favorite.
And you try to like follow the lines in this symbol for a second.
Mhm.
And the moment you fully grasp, like, okay, it's a cube and a sphere, you just black out.
These cards are laced with something.
Math.
And then you wake up to the sound of Chloe going, Hemlock, get up. Hemlock.
Oh God, Mom, I'm here. We're at Grandma's now. What's going on? Oh,
What? No, I'm not your grandma.
Old box.
Wait, am I?
ask the machine. Wait, no, don't ask the machine anything.
Yeah, I don't think I can. It's broken.
I mean, the machine's fine. Oh, it's broken.
yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, you okay? you were on the ground.
how long was I out?
Oh, I don't know. I went to the lottery office. I got a big gulp. And
You just left all your stuff here, Chloe. How long were you planning on being gone?
I don't plan. So, can I just, well, I'm glad you're okay. Lawsuits being what they are, and seeing as I don't have any assets or anything, he picks you up. And he goes, what happened to your hair?
What do you mean? What happened to my hair?
Oh, it's there.
I touched my hand to my hair. Does it feel different?
It doesn't feel different.
Oh, Chloe,
but,
do you have a mirror around?
as a matter of fact, I do.
Oh shit!
And he pulls up a mirror. He just has a mirror inside. Well, Chloe has nice hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's well groomed.
So he pulls out a mirror, and you see that your hair, originally it was like you said, it was like a pale colored, like platinum. Now it's just, it's like orange and blue. It's swirling pattern.
Oh my god, I'm an Xbox mascot now.
That's right.
Holy fuck!
That's right.
I fucked Crash Bandicoot in some Gatorade.
God, you did.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what the shit?
Yeah. And I know, man. Like I don't know what you dyed your hair with, but it's pretty dope. Well, anyway, cool. So listen, I gotta pack up, but it was good seeing you. And then Chloe turns and starts going to like his little booth to pick things up. What's one of the spells you know?
The cantrips.
Yeah.
I can only I get Mage Hand automatically, and I get 2
oh
cantrips.
shit, you have mage hand?
I have mage hand too.
We all have Mage. That's all. We all high
There's gonna be
five with
so
it.
many
high
made
five
high
with
fives.
Three Mage
Like
Hands.
ask
Get
mage
it.
Well-
hand.
So one of the you're good. So I have one called Friendship
Oh my
or
god.
Friends. It's called Friends.
Yep.
That's a good one. Okay. You walk up to you're walking out and you bump into that hedge wizard again. He was like,
That
watch it, nerd. And here's what happens.
oh god, is my hair?
You-
Do I go Super Saiyan?
No. Here's what happens. You get the thought in your head, I need to take one step to the left. I need to put my left hand in my pocket. And I have a small silver piece that isn't really worth anything. I'm going to take that piece out and I'm going to throw it as hard as I can through the window of the exhibition hall.
Cool.
Okay, I do that.
Okay. As you do that, you feel, weirdly, an infusion of charismatic energy.
Makes total sense.
You know, when you're throwing coins, you just feel like you could take on the world.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy's like, "You throw coins?
I underestimated you.
I throw coins. What else do you do?"
I throw all kinds of shit, my dude.
What?
Yeah, you like throwing stuff?
I love throwing
You
stuff.
want to go down to the pond later and throw some stuff?
I want to go down to the pond and throw stuff
Oh my god!
right now.
Oh man!
There's nothing I like more than throwing stuff. Throwing shade, throwing rocks.
Oh yeah, like
I
seeing a
love
skip.
throwing.
So happy to.
I stick my hand out. I'm just like Hemlock Jones, sir. Nice to meet you.
Hedgie McWizard. I didn't give him a name.
A little on the nose there.
You and Hedgie have a nice day. So, as an arcane trickster, you get magic.
Yeah.
And technically speaking, intelligence is your magic skill. It's what you use to cast your spells. The way that Hemlock's magic works is when you cast a spell, you kind of just do something. You just kind of do a random number of physical effects, and it causes a spell to happen.
Okay, so it's kind of like a
Like
button, it's
almost like a
it's
sense memory.
like a button combo for my body.
Pretty much.
Like how to do the Hadouken, but I'm gonna get a guy to like me.
Yeah. And some of them are consistent. Like that's why you can cast the mage hand. You know that like I knock against my wrist 4 times.
Oh,
I snap
weird.
my fingers and a hand appears. You don't know why that works.
I smack my butt 14 times, and then a man likes me.
Yeah. you don't know why that happens. If someone were to watch you, they would think you're just going hog wild.
They're thinking I'm like ham boning it or
yeah,
something.
you're just hand.
You're like,
Why is he hand boning? Oh God, a fireball! Like,
I'm like ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, dead. No, all of my
I'm so
spells.
excited going forward. How
Just so
do
you
it.
know, all of the spells that Hemlock is getting, as far as I can, are non-offensive.
So when you like fall over and you fart.
I know. PC, player character culture, huh?
Oh shit.
Anyway,
My
Gross.
dude's not a super violent guy, even though I shoot arrows at people, and also have a I can't say it. Rapier.
pointy sword. So
opposed to the unpointy one.
So now Hemlock is an arcane trickster. Now it's time to give you guys some nice magic items. That's fun.
I'm awake.
Hey everybody, it's JoJo, the Dungeon Master for the Rolls We Made, because the real podcast, and I know this might be a surprise, but the real podcast, that's the rolls we made along the way. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 8 of the Rolls We Made, the Patch Day episode, which is a really fun concept for me. There's a lot of stuff that we cut from this one, specifically how a lot of the rules have changed. So for those of you who are listening from the first arc to the next one, in the next arc there's going to be a little bit less going to school, and also there's no way they're going to be able to rack up more assets and stuff than I can reasonably allow. And to make things better, their assets are going to have a purpose in the future. Specifically, they're going to be able to get some magic items, which is something that's about to happen. I ripped off a fantasy gachapon and I don't feel bad about it. Thank you, Adventure Zone. If you like the show, the best way to show support is to give us a positive review on iTunes or whatever podcasting app you're listening to us on, Stitcher, Overcasts, Podbean, Google Play. We are on all major podcasting platforms, and we are super happy to be able to entertain you in any way we can. And all we ask in return, hey, just tell people about us, either through reviews, tell your friends. You can go to Twitter and use hashtag #RollsWereMade, and we'll be able to see it. Not much has come of it yet, but hey, that's how it goes, and we appreciate any contact we get. I am just the dungeon master. I am the response to all of their calls, but I am incredibly proud of this very first arc. I think that creatively it's one of the coolest things I've ever done. And the next one is going to be even better. I guarantee it. Hopefully. It's all like the second arc is already winding down in terms of raw recording, and I really, really like it. I think it's even better than the previous one, which is exactly what it should be. I think that's all I have, though. The next episode is going to be coming out in a week's time, which is going to be May 22nd. It sounded like I didn't have to look it up. I did. I totally had to look it up. But I think that will do it. So thank you so much for listening to the rolls we made. And let's get back to the gang getting some items.
It's another day in Spring Willow Academy, but at the end of this day, you're informed by Professor Cowan that she's at the front. She goes, "Class, I have news for you. Out front right now, we're having a book fair."
Yay!
I'm gonna get some Calvin and Hobbes books, and also
Scholastic doesn't have those.
Now, I encourage all of you to get a book because reading is both fun and fundamental.
Oh, I thought you were going to say mental.
Yeah,
Fun
that would
and
be-
mental.
Please, please, please buy a book. Otherwise, we've been told that the proprietor will not leave.
Is it Chloe again? Please say it's Chloe.
You guys got to the front, and sitting at the front of your school in a throne of books is a dragonborn man about 7 feet tall who, when he sees you, bounds up and has a battle axe that looks like the blades are made out of books.
Seen a theme here.
Greetings, children!
Oh God.
I am Ozzle Notchbrow, the Lie Barbarian. And this is my book fair.
I roll my eyes so hard I take damage.
Look upon my works, ye mighty, my works of fiction. So he points to tables lined with books with various prices attached. And when he sees the three of you, he goes, "You three, I can tell that the three of you care greatly about the magic of imagination.
Kind of the whole thing, I guess we do.
Well,
Not to get
might I introduce you to my special stock of books?" And they're books on the chair. It's just the
Yeah.
chair of books. He says, "These tomes have mystic properties.
This one's warm from where your butt was.
This one smells like a fart.
That's only part of the magic that reading enables." So here's how this works. Kids are milling about looking at the book fair, having a fun time. But you guys, for whatever reason, Ozzle sees the three of you and he's like, "Hey, pick a book out of the throne if you want."
Hell yeah.
When you pick a book out of the throne, you get a magical item as well. Now, here's some of the rules for this. Your assets are capped at 5. To get a book from Ozzle's throne costs 3. The way it works is when you ask for an item, I will roll a d20 and I will give you a magic item. All the magic items are tuned for your class.
Cool.
If Wren was to roll, I would roll the d20 and you would get a bard item. If Salt was to roll, even if you rolled the exact same number, you would get a warlock item.
They're not uniclass.
No, all of them are completely unique. So I have a list for each of you with 20 items on it.
Nice.
Now the way this works is because they're all pretty powerful. You basically have 5 slots for items from Ozzle: a weapon, a piece of armor, 2 accessories, and a consumable that can recharge.
Ooh, like a flask.
Kind of, but it'll do like a weird effect.
Okay.
Like a bag of gushers that always
So-
refills.
Yeah.
If you spend 3 assets, you get a random. If you spend 4 assets, you can say, "I want an item in this slot." So like, I want an accessory, I want a weapon, I want a piece of armor. The one caveat is once you get an item for that slot, you can't get that slot again unless you trade in the item you currently have.
Oh, so you can't gain a bunch
Yeah.
of the same slot
Right.
items. As
Yeah, because Ozzle items are a little stronger than they're all unique and they're all kind of like, oh, if you have this, It's not just like a magic item. Like this thing can do some shit that can change how you approach
So
problems.
it's stronger than some like rando loot we would.
Yeah,
get.
like there's stuff in here like, oh, this is a +1 axe or whatever,
Yeah.
but it does something in addition that is like, wow, that's a pretty buck wild thing. And if I gave you a bunch of stuff like this, the game wouldn't even be fun anymore.
Yeah,
Nice.
I want to get a mongoose enchant.
So
Yes.
Is that
who
on
wants
there?
who
Those are
wants
hard
to,
to do, yeah.
who wants to try their hand at Ozzle Notchbrows Book Emporium?
I want to do it.
Okay.
Do you have any dog tracing books?
Well, let us see what we have, my dear. Okay.
Is that bad?
No, they're all good. They're all good.
Well, you scare me when you make those noises.
They're all good except for one, which is what you just got.
Okay. So, he searches through several books
Yeah.
and he pulls out a book on tracing and drawing and instruction. And he says, this one's pretty cool.
Okay.
You know, it comes with its own pen. And he hands it to you.
Thanks.
You flip this open. So the pen, you get to the back where it describes what the book comes with, and it's describing the pen. And what you're holding in your hand is the pen of approximate answers.
Ooh.
This is
Okay.
a quill pen that allows the user to almost answer a question in written form. However,
Good for school.
after you write out the answer, the explanation, or because you'll know it's not correct. It's close, but it's not right. After you write it out, whoever reads it has to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw, or they will believe what it says, regardless of what it is.
I'm like, Hemlock smells.
Right.
Oh, no.
And then Hemlock looks at it and he's like, oh my God, I do. God damn those rolls.
I had that thought earlier in real life today.
Oh, no.
If they succeed in the roll, they will believe it, but they'll know something's wrong with it. The magic of the pen recharges every sunrise.
Oh, so every day. Okay, cool.
Yes. So once a day, you can use this pen to write out something
That's not true.
that's not true, but if someone looks at it, they will most likely fucking believe it.
oh, so if I'm like trying to trick somebody.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I
This
would
thing is a
say-
pretty easy way to do
The
it.
moon landing was faked.
Yeah.
It
I'm a
was?
accurate. I need to
That
erase
seems-
this.
So that's one of your accessories. So now you have the pen of approximate
It's
answers.
the pen of
Sweet.
bullshit.
It's the
Pen
it's
of
the
bullshit.
pen of perfect bullshit.
Yes.
Love it. I'll take it.
Some conniving
Salt.
shit.
Yeah.
You're looking through books and you see one on the magnificent wardrobes of famous murderers.
That's
I
a real
love
book
it.
Danielle would love in real
I
life.
love it.
And Ozzle sees that and he's like, that's a good one. I know some of the people in there.
That's awesome.
You pull out the book and flip through it, and a lot of it is just like glam photos of murderers in various poses after they've killed.
Wow.
It's pretty fucked up.
Use 'em.
But at the
Like posing on the corpse.
at the very end of this book, on like the note that, or not the note, the thing that you put in the book to know like how far into it you are.
Bookmark?
Bookmark. I don't know why I forgot that. There's a little cube with a button on it. And at the back of this book is a note describing what that is. And it only says pocket wardrobe. When you pick up the pocket wardrobe and press the button, it pops off the bookmark and it starts unfolding and unfolding and unfolding until standing in front of you is an oak door. And behind the door is nothing.
Oh.
So you open the door and it leads into a long closet where there are thousands upon thousands of different outfits.
Fuck yeah.
That's tight.
Almost any outfit.
You want to switch for a pen?
That is amazing that you said that. So you now have this pocket space that's full of pretty much any outfit that you can sort of think of.
Dude, I am sharing Clueless right now. Y'all.
Now, now as you read through, what you understand about the pocket wardrobe is you can open it, and it will stay open for a half an hour, which is enough time to pick out a glam outfit. At which point, the pocket wardrobe will fold back up and close, regardless of what's inside of it.
Oh God.
Oh, that could hurt.
Anyone who's inside will not be crushed to death or anything like that. They'll just be sitting in the dark in this wardrobe, as if you hid in your mom's closet
I have plans.
or
for
dad's
several people.
closet. They will suffer as if they're hungry and like just time will pass. They're like, I'm bored. I have to go to the bathroom, and there's around here but socks. I don't know what to do.
Oh no.
Oh God, not the socks.
Then they're gonna pee on my clothes.
They sure are.
That's the nice thing they do.
So once a day, you can pop open this pocket wardrobe and put something in it, take something out of it, get dressed up, get other people dressed up.
It's like your bag of holding, but it's holding clothes.
Yeah. So you now have a pocket wardrobe,
Sweet.
That's pretty
Can I have
useful.
that in real life?
if only. Hemlock,
Yeah.
bring us home.
Yeah. Hope it's something cool too.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, this is going to seem embarrassing.
good.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Go on.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I don't even care.
No?
You see a
Oh,
book.
Fine.
You see a book
How to
on
make your wiener bigger. I'm like, oh no.
you find a book on personal safety. It is a book about a young boy who, whenever he would get into trouble, he would run away. He would just run and run and run and run. And the book is titled Billy the Coward.
Jesus. What's the moral of this book?
Goddamn.
Well, the
Billy
moral
was a
of this
little
book
shit.
is the best part about being a coward is that you live to see tomorrow.
Wow. Holy shit, Billy.
Now, what's interesting is at the back of this book, it says, if you purchase this book, please tell the bookseller for your special prize.
Okay.
Ozzle sees that and he goes, aha, so you're the coward, aren't you?
I mean, it's just a book. She's
You
not
gotta
hurting-
be like Billy.
Oh God.
Billy's a coward. Look at him. Look how happy he is. Every time he's running away from a problem, he's like, now, there is a special prize, but only if you, little boy, promise that you'll run from danger.
I am crossing my fingers behind my back and saying, I promise I will run away from danger.
Good enough.
That's all I've done is run into danger so far.
Ozzle pops open a small chest, reaches in, and pulls out a breastplate of studded leather with
Huh.
a light blue swirling pattern all over it. And it actually looks a lot like what Billy is wearing in the book.
And your hair.
He's real.
Yeah.
Billy's real.
This is a very mystic tool for you. It is called the Shroud of the Coward.
Damn.
And he hands it to you. And then he flips to the other page on the back of the book and it reads the description. So what you have is a suit of +1 studded leather armor.
Cool. Just put this underneath my.
It gives you armor class 13 plus dexterity.
Okay.
And once per day, while you are being pursued, chased, or otherwise running away, if you bump into somebody on purpose, you will trade appearances with that person.
Oh.
That's fucking
That's
badass.
That's got some.
And it will last
good.
for 5 minutes.
Right. This is basically like in Mission Impossible when Tom Cruise puts on the face mask. Looking
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Nice.
You want a pen? I'm just
You
kidding.
want to be a
Don't
coward?
worry. That's Hemlock's armor. He can't get any more.
Oh, good.
Unless I swap it out with.
Unless you swap it out for whatever reason. And so that's more or less what we have. Ozzle not like he finishes selling the books and he's like, "Thank you, children.
Yeah.
I live another month."
All right.
And he,
I like
Gets into a
it.
he
beat
packs
up
up his
Buick.
books into his giant, crazy,
Is he
like
like Merlin it?
a little bit.
Okay, cool.
He's just this really giant. Like he packs all his books into this giant like wagon
Yeah.
and rides off. And then you guys are just standing there with your newfound loot, probably feeling pretty good about yourselves.
I'm not feeling okay about myself. Mine was a little.
Your hair looks different. What did
Your
you do?
Did you run into a clown?
Like I
He did.
know we
With your new
had
power.
this like cool battle, but I think you need to.
Is my hair, does it look cool or does it?
Oh no, it looks pretty sweet.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah, guys.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Listen to the DM.
I'm picturing,
I'm not your friends.
yeah.
I'm picturing my hair looks like the bad troll thing from like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation.
The claymation.
Yeah, this is one of the
The
Frost
Mr.
brothers.
Heat or whatever.
Yeah, Mr. Heat.
Something like that.
The only thing left is how do you guys feel about an epilogue to get started with our next little adventure?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
clue you guys in a way you're gonna
I'm
have to
here
do.
for it.
Okay.
I'm here for the long haul, except today.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, no, you had a long day.
Very tired.
Okay. On the other side of Spring Willow, far to the south, closer to the docks, is a 3-story, very drab-looking red brick building. This is Spring Willow Tech. It is the other school in Spring Willow,
What's its mascot?
the Raptor. A lot of the students who attend Spring Willow Academy are from Midern. Spring Willow Tech is for people who want to pursue an education who aren't actually from Midern. It's fully funded by the community, and unfortunately, it shows. Some of the windows are broken, the bricks are falling apart, and the most challenging part to see is on one side of the school, close to the road where different carts pass by every day, is the practice field where the Spring Willow Tech Scorchball team is practicing. The field they are practicing on is too small to be regulation size for Scorchball. That said, the Spring Willow Tech Raptors, they're practicing various plays against each other as best they can with this small field. And at the end of the field is their coach, Theris Tharin. They're a human, about 50 years old, and they are holding in their hands a whistle at the ready. Every play that Theris calls, the team tries to execute. And every play that they try to execute, they do so flawlessly, in a way that if you were walking past the school to see them would be incredibly inspiring. Because in these very mediocre and very mundane surroundings, it seems as if this team of young people is capable of greatness. Every play that Theris calls, the team executes perfectly. Every audible that Theris calls in the middle of a play, the team is able to quickly shift and pivot and execute perfectly. After a few hours, Theris blows the whistle, and all of the team cheers and shakes hands and walks to the very, very drab Spring Willow Tech locker room to change their clothes and go home for the day. Theris looks down at the playbook they've been reading from. It is a very small, leather-bound book, about 5 inches tall, with a strap over the top of it. They look at it for a few moments before moving over to get to the locker room themselves so they can change out of their coaching uniform. Theris looks away just as a small, spectral eye flitters over the cover of the book.